What does knowing the truth mean in layman terms? We have been talking about the truth. So, this truth that we are talking about, it speaks about the spiritual truth. The layman's idea about the truth is like the cereal. The truth is out there. So, there is no truth out there. The truth is within the spiritual realm. So, what is this truth that everybody is seeking? And can we actually understand what this goal is about? In the spirit world, that is in the spiritual world, everything that we think of as a material stuff is comprising of 5 elements. Whatever you see, touch, feel, experience, whether it is physical, not physical, that means non-physical would be I am thinking in my mind. You see, those ideas are there. Some stuff which you see with your naked eye, some which you don't see with your naked eye. Like the viruses you can't see with your naked eye, but they are very much there. The organisms, the stars, the planets, everything in this world is having an existence which can be measured by our senses and our mind. Now, when we speak about the truth, in the physical world, that is in this material world, there is a truth out there for them as well, by the way. What are they seeking? They are trying to understand stuff which cannot be actually assessed by means of the current instruments, gadgets, telescopes, you name it. So sometimes they have to do some kind of a postulation, some theories, some kind of things which we have to do in the scientific world. And then you can arrive at certain dramatic conclusions. And later on the theories may get proved by means of certain discoveries, or when the rockets have reached that particular zone, they can see those things, and yeah, of course, a lot of stuff can be understood. So all this that we are speaking of is in the material realm. It is connected to our physical bodies, that is this body that you have. It is connected to your mind, it is connected to your intellect, and it is connected to everything that you can understand, sentient, non-sentient beings. Finally, it breaks down into molecular level, and then atomic level, and then the subatomic level, and it goes on. So even if I do not understand the theories at subatomic level, the stuff which I can't see, we are still trying to experiment and find out the existence of those kind of particles that they are speaking of. Now, when we talk of matter and antimatter, and again that is in the material realm only. So if somebody says that just because I can't see and that is a God particle, I'm sorry, what you're talking about is still in the material realm. It is called created object, something that has come from somewhere. Alright? Spiritual world has nothing to do with this. It is not even like a dimension that we are talking about. I'm sure you have seen movies where they talk of multi-dimensions. This is not a dimension in the scientific parlance again. It is not a dimension. God is not staying in some dimension. No. What happens in the spirit world, in the spiritual realm, cannot be explained by any material formulas or material objects or material things. So if we are trying to search for that truth, so I think you got the answer. Do not search for it in the material realm at all. It is not going to give you any answer. It is way beyond the three bodies. It is beyond the five sheaths. It is beyond the five elements that we are talking about. That is, in our world, the elements are called fire, water, air, all those things. Okay? We are not going by the hydrogen, oxygen kind of thing. No, don't go by that. Our world, the elements are those. Those are elementary stuff. You cannot understand by means of sense organs or, for that matter, anything connected to this body. So if you are trying to search for the answer which is beyond your bodies, how do you find it? So there are no experimentations to be done over here. There is no such thing as trying to understand where we are looking. So at least when I have to search for a planetary system, or if I have to search for some star which is very faint, or there is some black hole or something like that, there is some kind of an indication that it is there. So in the material world, I can actually say it is there. It is, see, in this particular zone, this black hole exists, but I can't see it because it's a black hole. I can do certain kinds of hypothesis, a certain kind of, experiments by means of which I can understand those. But in the spirit realm, I'm sorry, there are no experimentations to be done. There is nothing like I have to find something over there. So the truth, it cannot be explained or understood by any normal physical methodologies. So when a person says layman terms, there is no explanation in the layman terms. What are the gurus there for? The gurus are going to point you in that direction. That is the direction. Go there. And his answers are going to be very, very vague. If you look at any scriptures, the answers are going to be extremely vague because words cannot describe it. You cannot describe it in words. The knower of this truth, let us say there is a knower of this truth. If you ask the knower of the truth, what is the truth? His mouth is sealed. He cannot speak. It is not that some entity, alien entity, is putting one sticker on his nose, on his mouth and saying, "Shh, don't speak." He's not saying like that. If I have something to compare, an apple, an orange, or some kind of a creature, some kind of an alien with two head, two antennas sticking out, yes, I can say, oh, there is one stuff like that. No. And yes, of course, when somebody says, I have seen God, I'm sorry, they are wrong. They have seen deities. Deities are managers in this world. See, they manage this world. This universe is managed by deities. They will definitely look at all the aspects. If the sun has to shine, it will be under somebody's zone. Somebody must be in charge of it. If there is a moon, then the moon has to be, somebody is to be in charge of it. If there is an earth, the earth somebody has to manage. The earth has got its own mother nature. Mother nature is going to manage everything. You name it. They have their department heads and they are physically present over there. And if you were to meet this person or this individual, this entity, they are called by various names. You see, if I have to meet some god, goddess or somebody like that, now this is a god, goddess means a deity. Don't mix it up with G-O-D, capital G-O-D. Alright? Don't mix it up with that. That is not the truth. Deities are created beings for the betterment of this world. They are supposed to be in charge of activities. they have certain domains under them, they will take care of them. See, like say for example, the ear. Now, when you look at the ear, you will say, oh, I have all that, all those organs inside, then I have the eardrum, then I have the cochlea, and I have the ear canal, I have the pinna outside. Yes, you are naming the parts. Yes, of course, there are even the nerve cells inside and they are going to help you hear. Okay, fine, very good. Somebody got to be in charge of that. And that somebody is still a created person, an entity which handles it. So don't bother trying to understand all this thing about created entities because they are still existing in the material realm. If you see Bhagwan Vishnu coming and standing in front of you, or Balaji coming and standing in front of you, or Shiva coming and standing in front of you, very good. They are in charge of their domain, they will come and they will stand and they will do what is necessary. The capital God or THAT, that, or the truth, is beyond all these deities also. And that the Guru is the right person to guide you to that place. This truth is beyond any expression whatsoever. If they don't understand it, they call it the Brahma, unmanifest divinity. Unmanifest means you can't even understand. See, no explanation there. In the second divine unmanifest, there is a divine person. Yeah. Second unmanifest and there is a divine person. Again requires a deeper explanation. And this knowledge is called the truth. I have just expressed to you that this is what truth is all about. Your job is to find it. You have a guru, go and ask him. Take training from him. He will guide you. Nobody else can tell you. You see, if you ask Brahmaji will say, sir, I don't really know. They don't know. The deities themselves don't know anything about this truth. So don't be under that impression that the deity knows. No. They don't. Because if they were to know, then they will go into the unmanifest. Okay? And then if they are unmanifest, means you won't meet them again. There is a problem there. So they won't even go to that domain. So only the deities have a certain limitations. You can reach there by means of path of devotion. Love and devotion is the only way of reaching the second divine unmanifest. And it is not just in this religion, it is there in all the religions of this world. Whatever I am saying, it is written. So that is the truth.